Hello guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we are going to solve Leet Code's database problem, which is a hard problem, trips and users. So the question is, the cancellation rate is computed by dividing the number of cancelled by client or driver request with unbanned user by the total number of requests with unbanned users on that day. Write a solution to find the cancellation rate of request with unbanned users. Both client and driver must not be banned. Each day between this timeline, round the cancellation rate to two decimal points. Return the result in any order. So we have two tables. One is trips tables. Let me just quickly expand it. So we have a trips table with ID, client ID, driver ID, CT, status, request at, and a user's ID, which is user ID, band, and role. And the output should be day, cancellation rate, and that's it. So we have explanation. Now we will quickly move to the approach. So first I'm going to write the formula that they have mentioned, that is cancellation rate. So let me just note it down. Cancellation rate is equal to number of cancelled requests by unbanned users by number of total requests on that day. So this is what the formula looks like. Now let's go to approach. So what we are going to do is we are going to create two different kind of queries. So first one is to get total, because we have total requests, so I'm just going to take total request, and the second query is going to be our cancelled requests. Now in order to get banned, not banned clients and drivers, so here if you see, we just have one table, whereas we have two different IDs. Let me expand it a bit more. So we have client ID as well as driver ID, but we don't have client and driver table separate. So what we have to do is we have to join this table over client ID as well as driver ID. So that's how we will get it. So let me just write subpart. So total request A, join client ID, and then join driver ID. Then filter out just cancel request, and then filter out banned and unbanned users, sorry, banned users. Same thing, what we are going to do is just same thing on this part as well. Okay, here this won't be there, so we don't have to filter out cancel because this is going to be total, whereas here we have to filter out. So this is what the approach look like. Then at the end, the step 3 will be, we are going to divide, so join these two queries, so Q1 and Q2 on the request at, which is this date column, and then we are just going to divide. So we have total, so fourth step is divide total by other way around, cancelled by total. So this is how we will do. So there are few things additional which are required, that is that we are going to cover with the query. So let's go ahead and create the first query. So as we need total first, because we have to do left outer join all total. So these are few minute details that I skip from the approach, because as we go with the query it will be clear. So select star from the table, that is our trips table, T on, join, we have to join users table. I'm just blindly going ahead and joining everything. So users table, so the first time we are going to join, that is client, so I'm going to alias it as client, and on clause T dot user ID. So all the columns are same, so I can take it from anywhere. So this is what, then just one thing, we always take the fact table on the left, that's why I have written it, equal to cl dot users ID. So the first join is fine. Let me join it again, but this time instead of cl, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use dr. So dr stands for driver. Once it is done, what we can do is we don't have to filter out total here, so that is fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add additional join conditions, which are and cl dot banned. So we have to check if those are banned. banned is equal to, oops, it should be single quote, no, and again copy and just write and dr dot banned equal to no. So we don't need even banned things because they are doing. So one more thing that I can add in where clause, that is for users, for client, I can just hard code it to be like role equal to client and role equal to driver here, but I think it is not needed as of now, so that is what. And then let's take request add and count of what, id. So we need count of ids because this is going to return total number of requests. Then one thing that is remaining, that is group by, as we are doing aggregate function, we need to group it by with the column that is not aggregated. So that's why we have this group by thing. Let me just quickly run it and check if we are getting something. And we have an invalid column, that is users id, where it is 207. Users id somewhere I didn't copy it, and that's where, okay, so here it is not users id, here it is client id, and here it is driver id, not the users id. Okay, fine, now at least we're getting something. Okay, so we need decimal places, so what I can do is I can just multiply it right away here. So you can cast it, I'm going to multiply it with 1.0, so we will start getting a decimal number instead of integers, floating points, and still we didn't get. Okay, let it be, we will do it later on. Now this is our total query, so I'm going to wrap it up. Okay, let me just copy it and comment it and paste it again. Here what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another where condition, which is cancelled. So status, now if we see, we have status like cancelled by driver and cancelled by client. So I'm going to copy it and status like, so we need to find which are trips which are cancelled. So cancelled like, status like cancelled. Let me run it, and we are getting something, that is good thing. Now we have to join both of them, so I'm going to uncomment this thing. Let me just write total, and here let me give alias as cancelled. So I have it copied. I'm going to wrap both of them in brackets. So this one is your query 1 or total, and the query 2 is your cancelled. So can. Now select star from, I'm just writing from because I usually forget that, and on total dot request at is equal to can dot request at. So this is what, something is missing. Okay, so again, so we are taking from a bigger subset, which is total reps is a bigger subset. That's why I'm taking everything from, most of the things from this place. So total dot request at, so basically all the columns, and then we need to do total into 1.0 divided by, just to cast it into float, divided by cancelled. Now is anything remaining? I don't think so. Let's see, let's try running it. If we get invalid syntax near, okay, I think I forgot nothing, which, where, let me just look at it again. Select from, select total. Okay, so left outer join, today I wrote from and forgot left outer join. Very good. Let me put it in next thing so that it will be easy, and run it. Okay, so we are getting something, few things. The first thing is we have to fix this decimal thing issue. Okay, first thing first, why we have, okay, it should not be the total versus cancelled, it should be cancelled by total. So let me copy it, cancelled into 1.0 divided by total, that is the one thing. Then we have to fix this null. How to fix the null? One thing I was thinking is we can use Coley's function. So whenever we have null, we can return 0. So COLESCE, Coley's function, which will return the second parameter whenever the first parameter is empty. Then we can just do one more thing, that is, let's round it. Let's round it to 2 decimals because they have asked to do so, and let's run it. And everything is looking fine, only the column names are different, so let's just rename them. It is the final step. So the first column they want is day. Let me just collapse it so that it will be easy. So day, and the second column they want is which is 2 characters, sorry, 2 strings, so going to use double quotes. Hope everything is fine now, and the test case is accepted, so let's submit it. And we got wrong answer. Okay, the answer is wrong because they don't want anything. Hey, 1 1 10 1, both of them are not. Oh, okay, stupidest thing. So we forgot to add this range totally, where this between, and I can't believe I lost one of my chance because of this stupid thing. Okay, and invalid column name, so we cannot use double quote, we need single quote. Submit it again, and it is accepted. This is the normal one. Let me submit it again, and it worked, and it beats 53%. Let me submit it again just to increase it. Visually it increase, and it increase. So great, thank you, see you tomorrow, bye.